Let's go.
All right.
Yep.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, buyers, good morning and a very warm welcome to what is sure to be another special Harcourts Rata & Co auction here at number 44 David Street in LALOR. My name is Robert Ozzimo. It gives me great pride and pleasure to represent the company of Harcourts Rata & Co. I'd like to take just a short moment to thank the owners of this property for selecting us to market and sell the home, and to introduce some of my award-winning team in blue here for your assistance today. Should you require their advice, please feel free to approach either George, Irvi, Chelsea, Jenny, Ron, Ravi, and of course Diana and Stephen Marino, whom I'm sure many, if not all of you, have had the great pleasure of becoming acquainted with throughout the marketing campaign. Buyers, I'd like to share with you the following announcements which are in place to help you bid and buy with confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. It reads that today, Harcourts Rata & Co. sells for on behalf of the vendor all this land together with any improvements described in the attached copy of title volume 08134 folio 895, or as it's more commonly known to you and I as number 44 David Street here in LALOR. Today, once the property is sold, we'll call on the successful purchaser to pay deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price upon the fall of the hammer, and the signing of the contracts here today, and the balance will be paid at settlement in a flexible 30 to 60 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with receipts of rents and profits pertaining to the current tenancy. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything is in here, everything is quite clear. Buyers, it's with my highest recommendation what we offer you for your consideration and competition here today. It hardly gets more central than where we stand here in LALOR in David Street today. You only need to look to the end of the street to find a plethora of shopping options. May Road shopping, Station Street shopping, and then of course across the train line you've got High Street shopping, bars, cafes, restaurants. Stone's throw away to LALOR train station and Thomastown train station, providing simple access into the city for those of you thinking perhaps of heading into the city next week to see the big game at the G. And of course, if you prefer to drive, the easy access to the Western Ring Road, providing access all throughout Melbourne. So in terms of location, it hardly gets more central than where we are today. Now, the only way to improve on a central location is with a component of land, and that's what we have in abundance here today. About 640 square metres of prime residential property here in the very heart of LALOR. What an opportunity for those investors among us, and you can buy with absolute confidence today. We're not taking bids just yet. You can buy with absolute confidence today knowing that you've already got a tenant in place. You can buy with absolute confidence knowing that we've enjoyed so much capital growth over recent years, and that is set to continue, especially when you have land holding in a central location. And for those developers among us here today, you can buy with confidence looking up and down the street. Many examples of what might be possible, subject to council approval, of course. So either way you look at it, it's an opportunity for you and your family today to bid and buy number 44 David Street. Get that sold sticker on the board. That's our vendor's instructions. If that's what you'd like to achieve, buyers, right now is your opportunity to reserve that right. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for 44 David Street? Who'd like to start us off, buyers? I'm in your hands. Start me where you like. Where can I see you start? The shy bidders among us here today. It's a beautiful day. I don't mind standing out, working on my tan for a little bit while you decide which strategy to employ here today. But I can say, buyers, if you're here to buy, it's important to start from a position of strength to show every other potential competitor here today that the keys belong to you to mark your territory right now, buyers. Stake your claim. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid? 650. At 650,000, I'll go with you there at 650 now. At 650,000, fairly been offered at 650 the bid. At 650,000. At 650,000 bids here on my left against everyone else at 650. At 650,000, if you come to buy, there's the competition, the opportunities with you. At 650 now. At 650,000 once. At 650, are we done? At 650,000 twice. At 650, done. Finished. For the third and final call at 650,000. Are we all done? Finished. Silent. Out. At 650,000, bargain basement buying at that. Buyers here in the very heart of LALOR at 650,000. This should be a sea of hands at that level at 650,000. Even those that I can see a few walking back from the shops, pick up a house on your way home at 650. It's a good buy at 650,000. At 650,000, I'll call for 25 in the rise. Make it 675 at 650,000. Once at 650 the bid. Twice at 650. Third and final call at 70 now. I'm taking 75, Steve, in the rise. Can I get the extra 5 at 650? Going up in quarters. Make it 75. At 650 the bids here. Calling for 25 in the rise. At 650,000. Confirm 75 and courtesy, sir, to you at the same, make it 700 even money. At 675 in the bids there. At 675,000, fairly been offered. Can't buy with one bid here today. At 675. At 675, fairly been offered now. 675,000 bids there across the road. Opportunity back with you. At 675,000 once. At 675. At 675,000 twice. Third. Final call at 675. I'll move along with a vendor bid at 700,000 then and invite you back in, sir, for 725 if you like. At 700,000, the bid's against you. At 700,000, even money at that. At 700 the bid. At 700,000, make it 725 on top. At 700,000 now. At 700,000, bid against you, sir, at 700. Need to know at 700,000 now. 725 the call. At 700,000 once. At 700, done. At 700,000 twice. At 7, done. Finished. Third, final call at 700,000 the bid. Are we all done? All finished. Silent out at 700. What about you, sir? Can I entice you back in for 725? Still great buying at that. At 700,000. Sorry? 10? I'll take the 10 at 710 now. At 710,000, the bid's here at 710. Same courtesy at 10 if you like, make it 20 in the rise. At 710,000, fairly been offered. At 710 the bid. At 710,000, fairly been offered. Bid here against you, sir, across the road at 710,000. Only cost you 10 in the rise. I won't take 5 unless they bid twice, Steve. At 710,000. At 710,000, it's got to be 10 in the aggregate. At 710. At 710,000, bids there at 710. At 710,000, so give me 20, get back on top. Can I say 20? At 710 I have. Another 10 on top, make it 20. At 710,000, fairly been offered. 20. At 20 got. At 720,000. At 720, back against you, sir, for 30 now if you like. At 720,000, the bid's there. At 720, the bid. At 720,000, got to be 30 in the rise now. At 720,000. At 40 now, and that's even better. At 740 the bid. At 740,000 bids at 740. At 740,000. Make it 50 now, sir. At 740,000 or fight fire with fire and give me 20 on top. At 740,000. At 740 the bid. At 740,000, fairly been offered now at 740. At 740,000, the bid's there, sir. 50 will get you back in front. At 740, you're absolutely sure. At 740,000, fairly been offered. I'll move along then, vendor bid at 750. At 750,000, against you, sir. Moving along now at 750,000. Another 20 would be good on top. I'll take 10 though. At 750,000. At 30, sir, 780. At 780 now, and a great bit at that. At 780. At 780,000, fairly been offered now. 780,000 the bid. At 780,000, fairly been offered. Big bids buy property. At 780,000, round me off to 800, sir. At 780,000, the bid's there. At 780. At 780,000, fairly been offered now. At 780, the bid. Looking for 800 in the rise. At 780,000, fairly been offered now. At 780, the bid. Once. At 780,000, done. Twice at 780, third and final call at 780. I've got to do all the hard work here today at 800 on a vendor bid now at 800,000. It's back against you, sir. Sorry to keep putting it back to you, sir, at 800,000 now. 800 the bid at 800,000 against you at 800 now. At 800,000, fairly bid and offered 800,000 now. Once at 800,000, done. 810 now, take the 10 at 810,000. At 810,000, fairly been offered now, 810 the bid. At 810,000. At 810,000, the bid's here at 810. At 810,000, fairly been offered now. Happy to take 10 in the rise, sir. At 810,000. At 810,000, make it 20. At 810,000. At 810,000, sir, can I say 20 in the rise? 810,000, the bid's there now at 810. Give me an extra 10, sir, for old time's sake. At 810,000, the bid's there. Got to be 20 now. At 810,000, fairly been offered. Once at 810,000. Twice at 810. Third and final call, 810,000. What do you say, sir? At 810,000, I'll move along one more time. Then at 20 on a vendor bid at 820,000. At 820,000, 10, sir, on top if you like. 820,000, give me 30. At 800, or one of those trademark big bids. 820,000 now. At 820,000, against you at 820. Once at 820,000, done. Twice at 820,000, done. Finished. Third, final call, $820,000 the bid. Are we done? Finished. Silent out, 820,000. 30, sir, can I say? Easy bidding at that. At 820,000, make it 30 in the rise. 820,000, you've been so strong, don't leave me just yet. Pointy end of the auction, this is where it counts. At 820,000, need to know, at 820,000, against you, sir, at 820 the bid. At 820,000, approximately 640 square metres, prime residential property. Doesn't get any more central in LALOR than where we stand right here today at 820,000. Investment that will serve you well into the future, sir, at 820,000. Need to know over there, Ron, at 820,000. First call at 820 or done. Second call at 820,000, done. Finished. Third, final call, 820,000, done. Finished. At 5, I'll take the 5 if it helps. If it gets you involved at 825. At 825,000, bids here at 825. At 825,000, Ron, courtesy there at 5 if they like the same courtesy. At 825,000, I have here now. At 825,000, fairly been offered. 825 the bid. At 825,000, fairly been offered this side of the street. Opportunity on that side at 825,000. First call at 825, all done. Second call, 825,000, done. Finished. Third, final call, 825,000, done. Finished. Silent out, 825. Well, sir, can I confirm that bid at 825? Bear with me one moment. I need to seek some instructions. I'll be back momentarily. Thank you. Well, buyers, thank you for your patience at 825,000. Sir, confirm your bid one more time at 825. We're extremely, extremely close. Another 5,000 we can get you there, right? But at 825,000 we'll be negotiating privately. Give me an extra 5,000, sir, and we'll put you in good stead. Can I say 830? At 820, you sure? At 825,000, fresh instructions, revised reserve from the vendor. We are extremely close at 825,000. Extremely close. If there's no further bid here today, we'll negotiate only with this gentleman here who holds the highest bid at 825,000. If you've come to buy, I need to see your interest right here, right now at 825,000. I give you the opportunity of 3 calls. First call at 825,000. We done. Did you get the details, sir? Second call, 825,000. Done. Finished. Third, final call, 825,000. All done. All finished, silent out at 825. Yeah. So what do you say, you're definitely done? Yeah. 825, we'll get you back in for one if you like, at 825,000, definitely done here. Yeah. Thank you very much for your bid here today. At 825,000, just waiting for the traffic to pass at 825. At 825,000, sir, we're absolutely sure, 825,000, what do you say? And an extra 5 for old time's sake. First call, second call, third and final call at 825. Done, finished, silent out, 825 the bid. Well, buyers, join me in congratulating the highest bidder who's earned the right to negotiate with the vendor at the conclusion of this auction. I'm sure we're that close. The next time you see either of us is as we're putting up the sold sticker. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Enjoy the beautiful weather. We'll see you again.